Wave.
Why does the world love to hate on millennials?
I like being a millennial. We're like canaries in the coal mine.
Yeah.
Like we walked in the front and died, and then you guys get to come in and be like, oh, let's fix this. We were so cringe and free. Gen Z looked at that, consumed all of it, and just sort of made an effort not to be like us.
Thank you for your service.
Can we get a 15-year-old in here?
Yeah. Where's an alpha?
Welcome back to House of Maher, a Wave original presented by Muscle Milk. Cut your bangs and help yourself to whatever's in the fridge. The Wi-Fi password today is let me get this _ off my chest, all caps. You should know that we have a few house rules here. The first one is girls are magic.
Second one is reading is hot. And the third one is so are you. Make sure to like, subscribe on YouTube.
See these beautiful faces. Alona just ate seaweed. You come check if there's any in her teeth, please. Thank you so much.
Someone zoom in on that.
Enhance image. Our guest today is a card-carrying member of the YouTube Hall of Fame. She is one of the founding mothers of millennial humor, and she can make even the hardest moments funny. From giving herself emergency bangs to surviving cancer. She's a New York Times bestselling author, a co-host of the podcast This Might Get Weird with our other sister, Mamrie Hart, and her new live show, Let Me Get This Off My Chest, is a masterclass in silver linings. Welcome to the family, Grace Helbig!
Yay! Thank you for having me.
Being here.
Man, it's hard to follow up when Mamrie Hart has already been a place that you are now in.
Right. I mean, bless her. She came on when we were still very new to this, though.
She was your first guest?
She was
I
like
heard she gave you some notes.
Oh, yeah.
Potentially.
She's fabulous.
Yeah. That's very Virgo of her.
She was like, here's what you're
here's how you can do this better.
She's like, I love you when I see you, but also
yes.
here's how you do this. So I feel like she's going to have a very different show experience than you'll have.
Great.
So what's happening here
I'll
today.
report back. I'm literally going to record with her right after.
Oh, are you? You're
yeah.
doing, This Might Get Weird?
Yeah.
That's amazing. And it's funny because when you were coming on, your guys' intro lives in my head where I was like, I can't say, hi, Grace Helbig, the way that she does. I was like, no, I can't do that.
Yeah, all of these vocal stems.
One time, Olivia, I think, told me years ago, because she's been a fan of you for a long time.
I love
You
it.
should know this.
Mm-hmm.
But she said that you guys, because you record so much, during the week, do you also chat? Do you FaceTime
Yeah.
or do you save it?
We definitely talk to each other. That's been the interesting thing to kind of figure out. And maybe you have similar sort of experience with it now after doing it for so long, that there's some things that we will save to talk to each other. Like if I've seen that she's done something very silly or stupid out in the world, like we wait until we're together and she'll explain it. But then we talk normally about like everything that we wouldn't normally.
That friends would talk about.
Yeah, you know,
absolutely.
like life and families and personal stuff that goes off the podcast.
Thing that makes being human worth it.
Yeah. Have you all figured out how much of your personal stuff goes on the podcast versus goes off the podcast? Or are we still
figuring
finding
out.
the boundary?
Still finding it. I've been told I need to give more.
Oh, that's always an encouraging note. That's not
And
demoralizing.
I think it's more from us. We give the notes.
Oh, yeah.
The producer, like, you're doing great. And we're like, you could say more.
You could say more.
And I'm like, do they need to know that?
But
Yeah.
I think when we first started too, it was like, do we talk about dating? I'm like, I'm not really dating. We don't want to be known as people that like talk about the people they're dating.
Right.
But it is relatable. And
Yeah.
like we're up there. We're all single. There's people that relate to that. So we're
Very
trying to
much
figure it
so.
out.
But then it's also a can of worms once you open them. What is it? Toothpaste back in the tube?
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
True
Yeah.
that.
Tricky.
People feel
You're
entitled.
all single at the same time.
Yeah.
Is this very normal or no?
Yeah.
Quite. She
Quite.
can be
Thank you
the
for thinking
anomaly,
otherwise, though.
but we've been single our whole lives.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do you find people out in the world ever and meet them and think, oh, my sister would really like this person? Or
You know, it's something we're all kind of also figuring out because I think we could have very similar types in many ways.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when we go to a bar,
Mm-hmm.
I'm
not
it's
thinking
kind of
about
like
them.
we'll see a hot guy, and then it's like, huh. Did you want to talk
Did
to
you want
him?
to take the boys out?
Did you
Okay.
Did you want to talk to him? No,
Yeah.
like, no, I didn't. You saw him first.
It's so fun.
And we look alike too, so it's like
yeah,
you could. I mean, if you're wanting something or a little spice, but
Yeah.
we're figuring that out. I think. I mean, and turn to that as well. We see each other. She lives with me, so we are
Yeah.
constantly talking. So we also have to figure out how to save things because a story that I'm though we'll
Yeah.
tell it many times. I heard it last week. Hilarious then. I have to make it hilarious now as well.
And I've gone to retell a story that I've told them and got like uproarious laughter, and I tell it here.
Yeah.
Crickets.
And do you feel icky about having to like react to something as if it's the first time?
Kinda, yeah.
So do we stop talking?
But that's my thing is like I don't want to encroach on our own lives, you know, or take away from that.
Yeah, because it's a fine line. Once you start making parts of your personal lives content, it's a very fine line of like, how far do I go with this?
Yeah.
Like how much of my life is up for public consumption and how much is for me? Ugh.
I talked about one date on this podcast, and then next time I saw my uncle, he was like, I don't know if you should do that.
Everyone is a little concerned about you.
So anonymous. I was very polite. I waited a month. I was like, he wouldn't know. And he was like, no, because what if he sees it one day? He'd be heartbroken.
What did you even say bad about it? You
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
Which one was it? Advocacy?
The second date one.
Did you, were any of the details incriminating enough that someone could figure out who that person was?
nothing.
Okay, then you're
Only
fine.
he would probably know it.
No.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was just that it was a fine date. It was like, whatever.
But that's really sweet that your family is very protective of all of you.
I guess so.
It sounds like.
It's like mind your business.
Mind your business. We're putting our business out there.
Yeah, I guess so.
How about you mind your business, but tune in every week if you can to
like,
hear
subscribe, interact. Thank you so much.
Do you tell your family members not to look at what you do on the internet, or
There's
is
no
it
telling
fair
them that.
game? There's no way to tell them.
Mom has Google alerts on us. Our Oma is checking our tags, what we've been tagged in. It's
That's amazing.
Yeah,
my
kinda.
Oma reads every comment.
Is this your
my
grandmother?
God.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She reads every comment.
Every comment.
That's
And
not good
in
for
my-
her brain.
I know.
And she's 93, so she really doesn't get
Well,
it.
actually, you know what? Let her have fun.
Yeah,
Let her see
that
those
brain
trolls.
rot.
But she's in my comments, which can also be they're mean people. She's like, I'm like, oh my, you can't. And then sometimes my aunt will also share what somebody said to me. I was like, I didn't want to know that. That's so mean.
Like,
In
Leave that
case
on
you
comment.
missed it, this
Sounds like
person
person's
hates you.
stalking you. Do you want? And we're like, we don't want to know that. Stop.
Keep that there.
But that's kind of nice. The stalkers know that there's like a net. There's like a web. There's a
Yeah.
village
we got
behind
eyes on
each
it.
one of you.
Our dad doesn't watch.
No.
though.
Your dad doesn't. Okay, that's
Good.
pretty good.
Good.
Yeah, when the
Don't
dads
even-
are watching, that's when it gets a little maybe too much.
How nosy is your family in your
Yeah,
personal
how-
life?
They have been very politely sort of at a distance for most of my career because in the beginning there was nothing to compare it to. In like
Right.
2010 to be like, I make videos for the internet from my bedroom.
Yeah.
Like my parents would be like, oh, she's doing porn.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Right.
fun. So they didn't really understand what it was probably till like 2015, 16,
Wow.
17. And only recently did my stepmom get on Instagram, and that has felt a little like, whoa, get out of my room.
Right. Right.
But also, she's like super supportive too, and like loves Mamrie, loves our podcast, like is really encouraging of everything. But my dad hates technology, which works in my favor.
Fair.
So like he's always like, no way. And then my parents will watch like YouTube videos and things, and it's very sweet. I tell them not to come into any live streams if they're happening. And so that's kind of where we've drawn.
That's not your space. That's not your area.
No, it's not your space.
not
I just
for
want to hang
you.
out with my friends. Please let me have some
Please.
time. Yeah.
I love that.
Let's get into the group chat. We talk about what's going on with us and online.
What the girls are talking about.
Ooh, okay.
I always get a rundown. I hear you're watching the Twilight
Mm-hmm.
saga for the first time. How are you so late to this?
I'm very late to this. Have you all seen this
course.
when it
Many
came
times.
out?
We were there when it was written.
Team Edward or Team Jacob?
Jacob.
I was Team
Trick
Jacob,
question.
Jacob.
but I know you're supposed to be Team Edward.
Are you?
Why would you? Why
are you
supposed to be Team Edward?
Team
Yeah.
Edward?
He's an 80-something-year-old old guy.
Yeah, and he's very emotionally dysregulated. The whole film series is just dysregulated men
Yeah, for
all
sure.
over the place.
For sure.
It's really hard to root for anyone.
Yes.
I've found.
Yes.
Yeah,
Except
my
for
husband
Jacob.
and I, he didn't watch them either when they came out. And so we have gone back and we have started watching them for the first time. They are so representative of like an era. You know, like a movie like that will never get made
Yes.
again.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's so compelling about it, that I love it for that, because
Yeah.
you know this would get torn to shreds immediately if it was ever made now. And also just to see the actors who you can tell that they don't really like want to be there.
Towards the last two movies,
Yeah.
they don't want to be.
They're
do
miserable.
that.
Yeah, they seem like they're just trying to get through it. And so that part's really fun. And then, we finally got to the CGI baby.
Yeah.
That
goes like this.
everyone has been, yes. And
Renesmee.
I think they actually retroactively have like upped or like redone the CGI, because I've seen images on Google
Really?
that were not what we saw in the film, that I was like, I think they came in and like redid it because people are like, this is bad.
The Avatar ponytail scene changed it.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god!
think. I'm not totally
Ponytail
sure.
sex scene. That's what they changed.
Regardless, it's still a very jarring baby face. Yeah. See, that's what I thought.
That's
Wait, is
not
that
what it
her?
looked like.
Vicky. There it is. That baby over there. That's it. That's the one.
Yes, that's the baby.
Yeah.
Who is that little man?
That
It's
is
like a tiny
he
old
is
man.
not.
I remember though, because we read the books when it came out.
You
and
did
we
read
had to
the
wait for
books.
Breaking Dawn, and I think even reading Breaking Dawn, I was like, this is different, man. Like I'm like a high schooler, like he imprints on the daughter. Do we think that that's right?
That part was morally.
That feels, we could have gotten somebody else in there, you know?
Is it
Yeah.
morally or Mormonly?
That's what I mean. The
Ooh.
Stephanie Meyer Mormon effect is just
Of it all.
very present. And after the, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, I feel like it's just so obvious.
Yeah.
It's really dramatic. Like, you'll never see angst like that.
no.
In
Oh, God.
like that sort of form. So like that part's really like they really committed to that bit,
Mm-hmm.
and that's like very admirable, I guess. But man, they are crazy films, and there's 5 of them.
There's 5 of them. Did you enjoy it, or were you watching them being like, oh, it's maybe this is a had to be there kind of thing?
It was a mix of both. It was
Okay.
a mix of kind of realizing that they're like relics from a nostalgic era that's kind of gone by, which is a bit like melancholy and sad. But also they're just like the silliest movies,
Oh,
like
yeah.
truly, truly silly, that you wonder like, what are we loving so much right
Yeah.
now that 10 years from now we're going to be like, what were we
What
doing?
the hell
What's
was
the
that?
new Twilight?
I know. What is it? I don't know.
Mormon Wives.
Mormon Wives?
probably.
Are you guys into Mormon Wives?
I think I tried the first couple of episodes.
Okay.
We're not big reality TV people.
You're not, okay.
Not as much. But we are like off campus, that new
Yeah.
hockey show, Summer I Turned Pretty, like those ones. that we
Gotcha.
do.
I personally love a shitty good movie.
Yes.
And so I've been watching like My Fault London. We're now going to watch Love Me, Love Me. So, like Amazon Prime is coming out with these.
With some
Yeah.
bangers.
Bangers,
What are
bangers.
these, like romance, rom-coms?
Romance, and it's always like there's some weird dynamic
Kind of
of
cheesy.
Are they based
Bad
on
boy.
books mostly, or are
Yes.
these originals?
and some Wattpad originals.
Whoa!
Oh, that's cool.
Very good. And so I just love those.
Very
and I think
cool.
it kind of has an essence of
Yeah.
times gone.
Were you into fanfic and that sort of thing?
Not really fanfic. I couldn't get behind it for some reason. I was
Yeah.
a huge fangirl.
Self-published werewolf
Huge fangirl?
romances, though.
Self-published what?
Werewolf romances.
I was
though.
in
That
there.
was her.
No.
That was all her.
I was in there.
I'm the Jacob of it all.
Still am in there.
She's in there.
But or just contemporary. I just want someone who doesn't have a publishing house behind them.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm all about the indie.
The underdog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you and your husband gonna go on to a different series next?
I think so. I really kind of pulled him through the mud on this. And so I think I'm going to let him pick something and we'll see where that goes. But yeah, I'm kind of been into going back and rewatching stuff that I missed. I watched Hannah Montana, episode 1 for the first time.
Oh boy.
And
That's a wacky show.
Yeah.
That is a wacky show. And
Yeah.
I do not believe that father decorated that kitchen the way that it's decorated.
course.
no.
There is
Of
like
course.
beautiful decor going on.
Yes, their
but
Malibu
also
house.
incredible show. I get it. Like I get what I missed
Mhm.
and that people were fanatical about it.
Oh yeah.
these are all things that were so brilliant, like before your like frontal lobe was developed.
Yes.
You know, like that's when
Yeah.
you needed to have been there.
Yeah.
And I think I tried to go back like a year or two ago to try to watch Vampire Diaries for the first time because I never watched
I've never
it.
seen that.
As it was happening, I never watched it. So I
Yeah.
tried to go back and I was like, oh my God, this is so 2010. When was that coming out? Like it just felt of that
Yeah.
time. And I couldn't like latch onto it, I think, for that reason.
Mm.
I wasn't a teen girl anymore.
Somehow summer means we're on the go even more than usual. Workouts, travel, beach days, rugby practice, and trying to keep up with everything in between. So having an easy protein option on hand is a non-negotiable.
Muscle Milk has a new great tasting formula with no artificial sweeteners, flavors, or added colors.
It has 26 to 42 grams of high quality protein from real ultra filtered milk. So it's an easy way to get protein that helps support healthy muscles with fewer ingredients than the previous formula.
And yeah, we pronounce it like milk.
I love it for those super on-the-go summer days when you're leaving practice, heading out for a weekend trip, or just need something easy after being out all day.
And you can pick your favorite. It comes in 4 flavors: chocolate, vanilla cream, cookies and cream, and strawberries and cream. In fact, I had a chocolate this morning.
She did on the drive-in. So whether you're running between workouts or meeting up with friends, Muscle Milk is protein for all on-the-go moments.
Try the new great-tasting Muscle Milk today. Available in stores nationwide.
Muscle Milk, protein for all.
Listen, we're always swapping recs for audiobooks to listen to, but truly, how you listen can make a huge difference. That's why we've been reaching for JBL Live headphones for our audiobooks lately. What are you listening to, my ladies?
I recently listened to Chelsea Handler's I'll Have What She's Having, and it was so cool because just to have her on the pod and then to get to listen to her through a book as well. She shares so much, and she's such a, we realized this when she was on the pod, but she's such a girl's girl.
Yeah.
And her stories and just the way she goes about life. I mean, she's really just so cool.
She is the coolest. Those are great ones to listen to.
I just picked back up for like the 15th time Babel. Guys, I can't get through it.
So you're listening now to make it faster.
No, I've been listening.
Oh.
And I'll do a chapter here and there. And so I just did 2 chapters. And then in 1 month, I'll do another 2 chapters.
Perfect.
It's just always there for me.
If you love disappearing into a really good audiobook or podcast, the JBL Live headphones are such a good pick because they make everything sound way more immersive.
And as someone who can vanish into a book for hours, trust me, that matters.
The last one I vanished into was probably, I'm going to say a Colleen Hoover actually. I was listening to Colleen Hoover and it took me away. I just like was listening to the point where like all my chores were done. I just had to like sit down and llisten to hear the story.
JBL Live headphones really take it to the next level with their bold, unfiltered sound.
When I'm catching flights, not feelings, the 80-hour battery life means I don't have to stop right when things are getting good.
I also love them for commuting. The True Adaptive Noise Cancellation 2.0 makes real-time adjustments so you can decide just how locked in you want to be.
So if you're ready to tune out the chaos and hear every story the way it was meant to sound, throw on a pair of JBL Live headphones and lean into your own original sound.
With a range of colors to match your vibe, find your pair at jbl.com.
You should watch the iconic other Disney movies, High School Musical.
I know, that's kind of the next one that we wanted to
Rock.
get into. Yeah, I didn't get
Even
into
the
any
Hannah
of those.
Montana movie.
Yeah.
I know. Have you seen the Hannah Montana movie?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's in your DNA.
Oh
obviously.
my God.
I can do the hoedown throwdown right now.
She quoted it 2 days ago, getting off of a plane.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Nice.
like, it's
there.
Freaking lootly.
You could get into Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
I have seen those.
Oh, okay, so
yeah, and those are also very
Hunger
silly.
Games.
I have seen those.
Good.
I know. Those are. I've seen the Harry Potters. We've seen all of
You've
that
done all
kind of
those.
stuff. Yeah,
Maybe you have to let him pick this time.
I know. I think I'm gonna let him pick. But High School Musical is for sure up there.
Yeah.
I have to see what Zac Efron like.
And you have to hear that in the first one, Zac Efron isn't singing.
It's not him
It's
singing.
Drew Seeley. Yeah.
Only in the first one.
Only in the
Yeah,
first
because Zach was busy doing something else or like his voice wasn't good enough. And
Okay.
so like he's in there like occasionally, but it's Drew Seeley.
Yeah. And is
And
the
that man can
premise-
sing.
The premise is that they're all in high school
Mhm.
Yes.
and they sing
Yes.
about what's going on with them in high school.
Yeah.
He's a star basketball player.
Star basketball player.
His father wants him to get a scholarship.
Yeah.
but he,
Father's the coach.
Something about the new girl in school.
Mm-hmm.
She's in the theater. I actually haven't watched it recently.
Yeah, no, you think you're
She's
right.
a-
Right?
oh, no,
But she's a
You just started
science
saying the
girl.
first
She's
scene
a
word
science
for word.
girl. And then they do theater and his dad's like, no, for the scholarship.
And he's like, no, Dad, that's your dream.
That's your dream. And then
Ugh.
and it has a basketball in a hallway.
Whoa.
And he's angry and there's rain and thunder.
And
But
he has
it is-
armpit hair.
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay.
That really disturbed Adriana growing up.
Is that big?
It was him and Corbin Blue, and I was always like,
What
first time I ever like saw it, and I was
So what?
like the
She doesn't
armpit
like hair?
armpit hair.
on men?
Yeah, yeah,
She
yeah.
doesn't believe they should have that.
But you'll
I'm
remember
growing
where
out
you
of
were the
that.
first time you saw male armpit hair.
You always
We all
remember.
remember
You
where
will
we were.
never
in the basement of our
forget.
house watching the pirated High School Musical because it was only for TV at that time.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
really? For
Mhm.
Disney?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I didn't have Disney Channel growing up, so I
Neither
feel
did
like there
we.
was a whole world of opportunity that I missed out on.
Were you more PBS?
I watched Zoom on PBS.
Yeah?
Yeah, real big science show. And then we were Nickelodeon kids for
Okay.
the most part. Yeah.
Interesting.
We were dirty little rascals.
Yeah, slime covered.
Yeah, exactly.
Dirty little rascals.
But it's always a story about like a dad and their son,
Yeah.
you know?
Isn't it always?
I was just watching Jumanji over the weekend.
The new versions?
No, the old
Okay.
one. And I really misremembered it, but it's so much about a son and the dad. I completely
Oh.
forgot.
I need to rewatch those because I remember when they came out. When I sort of watched them when I was younger. I
Yeah.
just I obviously had an undiagnosed anxiety disorder because I was like, they did something and they can't undo it, and I can't watch this movie.
Yeah, I remember being horrified of it.
Horrified.
Yeah.
I couldn't watch that movie. I remember
And when you watch it now, I kept like waiting for there to be more of like a theme that like made sense as an adult that was maybe like uplifting and encouraging, and there like really wasn't. It was like a rich kid and his dad got in a fight, and then he got trapped in the game, and then came out like 30 years later and just made up with his dad by facing his fear, but was still like very rich.
No,
and,
no, I don't mess with it.
Yeah, it was a very silly story.
Damn. Well, let's see what else is going on. Personal life updates. We were just in Miami. We did swim week.
How was that?
Yeah, Lona walked a runway.
Very good.
Do you like doing those types of things, or is it kind of a hassle?
I don't mind it.
You don't mind it?
I think that no, I do like it. Like it's also the balance of, you know, parties going there for not an action. It's not like a party with your besties where you're just having fun, shooting the shit. It's for a business, for making sure you look the best. You have to it's getting pictures instead of kind of enjoying the moment at times, I think is something that I am figuring out. It's really fun. I love attention. I don't mind people. I don't mind people looking at me. So no, it was really cool. I at the end of the runway, I like decided to jump in the pool, and I plugged my nose.
She's so crazy. She plugged her nose.
You
jumping.
plugged-
Do you plug your nose when you jump into water?
Held it like
Yeah.
this? I don't think so.
Yeah, see, adult. I've never done that before.
Never done that before.
I plugged my nose.
And
It's
now
going to be
in
on Hulu.
4K and Hulu is going to be her jumping in and plugging her nose for the first time in her life.
you are no. You're funny enough that you can say that was a joke until other than
it was
what
a
you're saying
bit.
right now.
It wasn't,
which
and
is-
even then, I didn't even jump in like, hold on.
But she didn't even do
But
that.
I
She was
jumped in like this. I hate myself. That's forever. That's evergreen, man.
No,
on
when it comes out,
Hulu.
just say that's AI.
But that's but you
I'm
used your
so
free
pissed.
will, and sometimes our free will works against us, and sometimes it works for us. And you know, it's relatable that it was a body contortion that wasn't pre-planned.
No.
People could probably tell, like, that's spontaneity right there.
God,
Oh, I
look
look
at her
so
go.
dumb.
Mona, we were just talking about how we need to be
I
embarrassed
went in
more.
full pencil too.
I do think
really did.
Who didn't I do think people need to be embarrassed more, and I think people need to have more fun and
Yes.
not be
Okay,
afraid to be like, I look like a dork right now. or
Yes.
this
All
is-
right.
Yeah.
Fine.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I do that. Actually, I will say I do that a lot. So I guess this is to be embarrassed and look like a dork. Like you should see my runway walks the same. Also, sometimes these women on the runway, they're walking the sexiest walk, and I'm like, and I like never strut. I strut one time, and Olivia was like, "God damn, she got it." So I do that, but I agree. We were just talking about like awkward, embarrassing moments.
Yeah.
We're afraid to have them.
Yeah, I worry for the children. You know,
Yes.
I worry for the kids that grow up with the social media embedded in them since they're, I don't know, what, 2, 3, 4, that they're so afraid of doing something stupid or looking stupid. And I'm like, that's like what makes you a human being.
Yeah.
Is
You
just
grow.
like, yeah.
You learn.
Yeah. And it's always just like, I don't know, makes you feel closer to people when you see someone like do something silly or weird or unintentional that you're like, yeah, we all
Yeah.
do that.
Absolutely. I think that's why people gravitate towards you. You just be you. You just be
Yeah, and I
saying
think
stuff.
that's why Mamrie and I became such close friends too, is that we have a hard time taking things seriously.
Yeah.
And like I similarly, if I was in that situation, I wouldn't be able to like
stress.
get on the board of the earnest sexiness of it. I applaud and respect those that do, but for whatever reason my
Right.
body like rejects that sort of I don't know, stance on things. So I
Right.
think that's like helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your relationship with cringe?
Well, I tried to avoid it. I think it's just like literally in my blood. Like I can't ever escape it.
Cringe but free.
Yeah, and I think I was always so afraid of being embarrassed when I was younger. And then I started doing comedy, and it felt like it was this valve that like opened and released all this air of like stress about worrying about looking silly. That you're like, what if I intentionally try to look silly? Like that's pretty fun. But then you know we went through a wave of like Gen Z calling millennials really cringe and it being like a bad thing and feeling like, oh, maybe we are sort of bad and cringe. And I don't know, but that's I think more of a personal philosophy now is trying to remember that that's okay to be cringe. Like it's just again being human. It's like we're all going to be cringe, and the more that we worry about it, I think the more we waste our time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, this is actually where this is a question I have. So maybe we spin this over into tea time so that I can kind of get into this here. There's so much tea to spill today. Let's get into tea time, my loves. Today's tea time is brought to you by Muscle Milk. My question off of what you're saying is, why does the world love to hate on millennials?
I don't know. Are you all? What are we? Are we all
Millennial.
Millennials? Gen
I'm
Z?
right on the cusp
You're
of
at
it.
cusp?
I'm like little millennial in me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a Gen Z. I'm
you're-
cusp of Gen Z.
Okay, great. So we
You're
have like a
millennial.
very good focus group
Yeah.
here from to collect this
All
data.
sides. Can we get a 15-year-old in here?
Yeah, there is an
Well, you
alpha.
can't ask for 15-year-olds.
I don't know. I think we're easy targets because we're the first ones to like brand ourselves online and be like, this is who we are.
Yeah.
Because like boomers didn't call themselves boomers. We all kind of called them
called them
boomers
that.
and like projected on like, you guys are ruining our economy.
Right.
And then we were like, oh, we're on the internet? Okay, great. Here's all of our like
Everything.
and we like brunch and we like this and blah blah blah. And I think again we were so cringe and free that I think Gen Z looked at that, consumed all of it because they've all had technology and just sort of made an effort not to be like us. I do think, however, that the millennial sort of binge drinking that we all sort of went through really affected Gen Z. And now that they're like, no, we don't. we're
Why
not gonna
so? You mean
drink.
like the Jersey Shore party era type
Yeah,
stuff?
I think, and also like just internet content. I mean, as internet
Edward Forty
content.
Hands, I learned that on YouTube.
Exactly. All the
her.
teenagers, like we were making content for us as like 20 somethings and
Yeah.
30 somethings. And teenagers were watching it. So
Right.
Mamrie's making cocktails, teaching 14-year-olds how to make like a Cosmos. And so now they all, you know.
Teaching her.
Yeah. And so everyone sort of, I think, watched up the same way that we watched up of like MTV when we were younger.
Right.
And so, yeah, I think that at least I've seen that there's like, I think percentages that the alcohol sales have gone way, way down for like Gen Z.
Yeah.
More power to them. I think they
And-
were like, that looks exhausting, that the
Right.
millennials are getting tired and black out too much. And so we're
Right.
not going to do that.
And also they're like not having as much sex.
Gen Z,
Yeah, I guess so. Or like
Wow.
any other generations, like that's lowering, but they're also not being as social.
they're not being, I know, that's the interesting part. I
Yeah.
always feel like kind of an introverted millennial that I don't know if I had the internet at any younger age, how that would have really
Right.
affected me.
Right.
That I'd be a real indoor kid.
I got like an iPod Touch in middle school, so that's kind of when I got onto social media. It was probably 7th grade, and I think that was so early.
Yeah.
and kids are doing that even earlier.
Mm.
That I was like, I can't even like the way I got so fucked up from that. What happens if I was on it like my little cousin when she was 7?
Yeah.
you know, or
God.
10, whatever.
Yeah.
It's
It's crazy. I mean, and we only had one platform to worry about for so long.
Yeah.
We were just
Right.
on YouTube till like 2010 or 11.
Right.
And then we got Instagram. We had two.
Two
And
of
then there
them.
was like Vine. And then
Right.
slowly. And now it's just like this.
Blown
plethora
way
of
out.
Say
Okay.
something funny on Twitter.
Yeah.
Make a short video like the pictures on Instagram.
Go on Threads.
Long form on YouTube. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Repurpose yourself 7 different times for 7 different
Oh.
audiences and see what works.
know.
Yeah. It's a lot.
I see that with Olivia when she's going long form for YouTube, and then she's like, oh, it has to go this way.
Clocked in.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, we
clocked in.
got burnt out just from making YouTube videos,
Yeah.
just making one type of video. I see people making content now, and it's crazy the
Yeah.
amount of like consideration you have to have for each different platform.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Mhm.
And now, like, I kind of like what you're saying. It's like every generation just naturally sort of hates on the one that came before them. Like
I was
the way
about to
we
say,
talk.
I'm seeing it about Gen Z already.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are
Gen Z's
you?
getting crap, everything like that. But also, like, millennials are the first people to have talked about mental health online too.
Yeah, I think
And
we paved the
blown
way
that.
for a lot of good things. I like being a millennial.
Hell yeah.
I'm really thankful to be a millennial. I think we got technology and the internet, but we also didn't. We're like canaries in the coal mine.
Yeah.
Like we walked in the front and died, and then you guys get to come in and be like, "Oh, let's fix this."
Absolutely.
Thank you for
Yeah.
your service.
Yes, thank you so much. You're welcome.
That's hilarious.
When you do look back, like, what do you remember fondly?
Oh, I thought you were going to say, what do you remember? I was like, not
Nothing.
much. I do feel like there's holes in my memory. I've been working on a book about like the early years of YouTube. And so I'm having to go like deep dive back to like 2012, 13,
Wow.
14. And I was just looking back at like VidCons, like the conventions in those early years, and they were amazing. They were like, dorky internet spring break weekends.
Right.
And they were so just like full of joy of people discovering this new sense of community and this new sense of technology and opportunity. And they were blurry weekends of like sort of like a spring break meets like a corporate retreat, since technically we were all like coworkers, but we were all just like getting drunk with each other and having the best time. And that sense of like looking around at people, a lot of times when you're in like a work scenario or if you're in a community, you obviously are all drawn to the same type of interest. And this was a bunch of people that all had different interests, but were just drawn to sharing that on a platform with other people. And there was such a like revelry and joy among everyone, like a real true sense of like encouragement and not a sense of competition or jealousy. There was just like, how can we work together? How can we collaborate? And that I look back on so fondly. And I'm like so thankful for those years. I think I used to feel very sad that they were over or gone, but now I feel very like, for lack of a less cringy word, like grateful for having experienced all of that. And also concerned and seeing like where it's all gone and seeing how, the Mr. Beast effect is.
Adriana's, we had on the moment we were reading each other's notes apps, and Adriana just had a note that said, what is it?
Mr. Beast is a horseman of the apocalypse.
Okay, we can talk about this for hours. I just watched a YouTube video about how Mr. Beast is like what Mr. Rogers warned us about.
Really?
And yeah, I forget what YouTuber it was. Like came up, the algorithm fed me, nom nom nom. I ate it up. It was like about how Mr. Rogers, because when you think about Mr. Beast content, it is for children. Like he knows he is making content for children the way that Mr. Rogers knew he was making content for children, but Mr. Beast does not operate in a way that seems to consider or respect children.
Right.
And so the style in which he's, capitalizing off of like the exploitation of human suffering and the human experience, obviously, I don't think, just my personal opinion, is a great message for children.
No.
And so, I do think he has kind of poisoned the well a little bit. I mean, he broke the system. He figured out the code, like he figured out the algorithm, he figured out the puzzle,
and he went evil with it.
But he made his money off of it.
So I don't ever watch his stuff, but so it's like he makes people do challenges and then like says he's giving money to charity, or doesn't he say he does great stuff?
I don't know. He does a lot of philanthropic stuff, which I think is objectively great, to take money and use it to help people. But the means in which he is accumulating the money is, could be argued is very exploitative of people at the same time, versus why don't you just fundraise and give money to charity? Like, why do you need to go through
Why do you
this
need
sort
to build
of
the Squid Games in real life?
Yeah, it feels very capitalism, sort of like as a machine.
Absolutely.
But he also, there's just that, I don't know. It's very funny to hate on him, but he's objectively been like very successful.
Crazy to study.
Yeah. But then, watching this video about how Mr. Rogers warned about him was like, oh, yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, that's
There's
what's
a
not sitting
soulless
right.
quality to this content.
Oh.
Well, it's just so fast-paced, too, that it actually, like, reduces children's ability to pay attention, which will affect, like, their cognitive learning skills and functions and all that fun stuff. So we'll see.
We'll see.
Internet responsibly, everyone.
Horrified.
We'll find out in about 15 years.
Exactly.
Everyone deserves access to affordable, quality healthcare. Period.
That's why millions of people count on Planned Parenthood health centers for things like cancer screenings, wellness exams, birth control, STI testings, and more.
In fact, 1 in 3 women in the U.S. have gone to Planned Parenthood for care, which is exactly why it's so upsetting that lawmakers are still trying to shut them down for good.
They already passed a law blocking patients who use Medicaid from getting the affordable preventative care they need there, and now they want to make that permanent.
Nobody benefits when people are paying more for care, missing important exams, or going without the basic health care they need.
And that's not hypothetical. It's already happening.
Planned Parenthood health centers have said that fewer patients are getting essential care since the Trump administration and its backers defunded Planned Parenthood.
Patients should not have to suffer because of these laws. Our communities deserve better.
To get involved, text UPDATE to 22422.
If I'm packing for a trip, my Third Love bras are 100% going in the suitcase.
Honestly, when you're putting together a summer wardrobe, a good bra matters way more than people think. I just wore the Kinetic adjustable sports bra on a run, and it kept me strapped in. I was feeling good. I was maybe going fast.
I am just a sucker for anything without underwire, anything underwireless, and their options have been really doing it for me. The classic wireless bra has been my go-to. I've been grabbing it daily to wear.
Once you find a bra that feels good and fits the way it should, getting dressed gets so much easier.
Summer is way too busy to be dealing with an uncomfortable bra. If I'm on a long flight, hitting a beach bonfire, or going out with my friends, I want something easy, light, and comfy.
Every cute summer outfit starts with a solid foundation, and that means a bra that actually fits. Because if your bra is uncomfortable, it's not your body, it's the bra.
Third Love makes that part easier with sizes from AA to H, plus half cups, so you can find a fit that really works for you.
So if you're over uncomfortable bras, use code MAR15 for $15 off your first purchase at thirdlove.com. And so this book that you're writing, it's a memoir on that time or just sort of just a book?
Yeah, it's like a book of short essays,
Cool.
Just sort of reflecting on those years and some stories. And yeah, I have to get further into it.
Yeah. Well, we were just home in Vermont for a couple of days and you were coming on the show. So Alona was in my bookcase in my room and she pulled Grace's guide to start looking at that one.
A classic.
A classic.
Well, we were not, I can't believe we were all allowed to write books like that. That is crazy.
Did anybody else do a book like that, or was that like all an idea on your own of with like the pictures with this and that?
Yeah, it was. I knew I wanted to write a like parody of a self-help book. I'd always thought the self-help industry was like very predatory for people, but also extremely helpful. Like I read a lot of self-help books and liked a lot of like self-help kind of like thought leaders. But also thought it was very silly. And so I was like, let me write a funny tongue-in-cheek self-help book. And then it was a collaboration sort of with my editor and the photographer who is a friend. And we just like put this whole thing together and the designer. And it was like, really great collaborative effort, even though it seems like a singular thing that I did. There's a big team behind it. Yeah. But it was like very fun because at that time, a lot of YouTubers were writing like memoirs, but we were all like 25 years old.
Right.
And so I was like, I also didn't at that point like have many stories that I really wanted to share.
Right.
I think I was still trying to keep my private life sort of private. And so this was to me a much more exciting sort of thing to make.
Yeah. And as you were kind of coming up, we love asking, like, did you have an older sister in the industry? But like you were like obviously a pioneer of it, but was there anyone that was there for you in that way?
Yeah, Mamrie was really like immediately when she and I met each other, I grew up with brothers like my whole life. And so I'm the only girl in my family. And meeting her was like meeting like, oh, this is what it feels like having a sister. Okay, this is like very cool that we get to do all of this stuff together. And then now people are paying us to like be friends with each other. Like this is really wild. And I think we got to experience a lot of things that we didn't expect to experience together just as like the industry sort of grew.
Yeah.
And was also like a sister in silly. Like she doesn't take things silly. And still to this day, we're 40-year-old women that like get dressed up once a month to host live streams on our Patreon. And like, I don't think we'll ever really grow out of that. So it's really kind of like a spicy spy kind of situation.
And because like now you have a show.
Yeah.
Are you going to do more like tours of it? Or are you,
I'm going to I think I'll be doing a show in the fall in New York, but I'm still waiting to hear. But the tour's kind of run its course a little bit, which is great because it's been super fulfilling. But I also am like, it's all about like going through breast cancer. And so I'm excited to not talk about breast cancer for a little bit.
There we go. I was kind of wondering.
A little bit of a break from it. My husband's really excited for that too. So it'll be because he's been opening for me on all the shows because he's also a stand-up, and so it's been like very cute and very sweet. But now I'm ready to like make jokes about other
Yeah.
things.
And so that's the plan. Are you writing new shows? Are you doing
I think,
stand-up?
yeah. Well, Mamer and I don't know if she told you this last time she was here. We entered the table setting competition.
Oh, we're familiar.
Tablescaping.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Indeed.
At the OC Fair,
indeed.
which will be coming up, I think, in like, we have a little over a month to get our table together. So we are literally texting about like measurements earlier today.
What kind of table are you doing? Circle, rectangle?
Rectangle. We're doing so now. It's like we went last year was like our first inaugural year. We broke the seal and we learned a lot.
Okay.
Met a lot of
You
friends.
embarrassed yourselves, baby? No.
A little bit. Hard to tell. I think I consider us disruptors in the space.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. We've always been disruptors. And we came in and we had a table that was very silly and didn't make a lot of sense. And it threw the women for a loop a little bit. But
What about it?
What's that?
What about it?
Our table was called Potato Springs. And it was basically a reimagined version of Palm Springs, but inhabited by potatoes. And all the potatoes were like puns. Like twice baked potatoes were 2 potatoes on a double-decker bike with joints. And then hot potato was like a potato that had like a bikini burn from sitting out in the sun. So very silly, very harmless, but I don't think they understood what we were doing. And so this year, yeah, I think we're coming back with a very whimsical.
So it's going to be whimsy. It's not going to be trying to adhere to what they're used to?
We are trying to toe the line. We're trying to, because you basically enter into a category and there's a bunch of different categories. And this year, the competition is so popular. They broke it into 2 competitions instead of 1. And we think that we've done,
I was going to say, was this because
your
of
impact?
a bit of, not just us. There's some other content creators that are involved in the tablescaping now that have made TikToks about it that have gone pretty viral. And so I think it's going to be a crowded space this year.
The competition is hot. It's
Very
heating up.
hot, and very like I've really learned the value of getting into something that has like no real stakes on your life other than like personal like adventure and gain. And so this is like a really great outlet for us. Yeah. To still be creative, to still make something.
Yeah.
But to really, it doesn't matter if we lose.
Yeah. And now I see a lot of your crafting videos that are also like activism based.
Yeah, there's a lot of shitty things happening in the world right now.
Yeah.
And it's hard to ignore it. And so I think I'm dabbling a little bit. I'm definitely not an activist. And it's been interesting to see and follow more people that are very active in activism online. And so I'm trying to find a balance of like being a silly little clown, but also like recognizing what's happening in the world and trying to help in some way. Because shit's at the fan. And it doesn't seem to be stopping.
And I don't hesitate to call yourself an activist.
no.
It doesn't need to be
Oh,
everything.
that's very kind. Yeah, we'll see. I'm dipping my toe in and trying to figure out, because I do feel like, all those early years of YouTube and maybe in coordination with like an Obama administration were like very lovely. And so it does feel like there in the last 10 years, things have come to a screeching halt.
Right.
In certain ways. And I'm sure you guys are all on the same page about just like women and our bodies and wanting to have authority over our own. Like,
we just read a Planned Parenthood ad.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly. They just sent me merch, which is so
Hey!
fun.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah.
so fun. I love that you've got a lot of toes. You're towing the line in tablescaping and you're dipping toes into activism.
Yeah.
Busy.
A Libra, she stays balanced.
You got a full foot.
A September Libra as well, by the way.
Yeah, what does that mean?
You're a September Libra.
Yeah.
I'm a September Libra.
Oh,
we're not October Libras, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
Right, no, of
Yes.
course. You guys are aesthetically driven, it says.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's going to help.
Diplomatic and fair-minded.
Yeah, we're very justice oriented.
The activism of it all.
Yeah, seeing the imbalance of things.
It
We're
also
the
says
scale.
Conflict avoidant.
Yeah, I hate conflict. I hate conflict.
Olivia and I just yesterday, we just had that too. Like it was, she's my manager, so like,
Yeah.
and some, her sister's also employee in it, and that's my employee. So we were just like talking yesterday, and it was one of those where it's like, can I give you some constructive criticism? And it's a meme. Yeah, what's up? Me already crying. Yeah, what's up? I ambushed her in a Delta lounge. She got like a rosé and was like, huh?
Yeah, no, I'm sat there like chilling. We just had a whole shoot like yesterday in the city we were in. We're done. Adriana goes to the bathroom and also Nola's like, can we chat about something? I'm like, okay, yeah, shit, let's do it. And we're like in it, and like I'm already tired, and like I also want to do a good job. You know what I mean? So I'm starting to have this like emotional reaction, but also want her to know you can have these tough conversations with me. I'm just being emotional. Like, it's so fun. And then halfway through, I'm like, where's Adriana? She like fully was gone. So she had like texted her. I was like, so you texted her without me to tell her to go away so you can have a conversation? I'm fine.
And the way I got the text from Alona, and I was like, oh, we're keeping secrets now.
Oh, people are always like, how do you work with your sisters? We're like, fine.
You have a flawless system, it sounds like.
System. Mind you, though, so Ilona told her to go away, but when I turned my head, she's still in my eye line.
I was like, Adriana.
She's not in Ilona's eye line.
I was in the furthest seat so that I couldn't hear anything. I was giving you privacy. I was just eating my tomato soup.
Knowing when I
Got tomato soup in the distance.
in the Delta Sky Club.
Well, and then she came back and I said, and another thing for you.
Well,
And then her face got red and she was like, yeah, for sure. What's up?
No, I'm ready. Tell me,
what's up.
please.
And like that I start getting offensive. I'm like, you don't talk. No, she's beautiful, perfect.
And then I was like, I had to even the scales. I go, Olivia, what do you have to say about Lona?
I was like, nothing.
It's your time.
And then all the employees in the Delta Lounge are like, the sisters are having a very concerning moment right now.
People are walking by and be like, you're Ilona Moore.
Yeah, just making
And I
both your
think that you
sisters
just need to be more
cry.
on it.
And I think we need to like speak up, and that's her truth. And it's
Amazing.
We're figuring it out, working together.
Would you guys ever do a reality show?
I would.
You would.
I think it would scare the shit out of me, but I would
Yeah.
do it. I've wrote about it in my journal.
Like
You started journaling
a
about
trade
it.
or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Maybe.
When I heard that, I was like, about like you following along.
Well, I was thinking about like the three of you, like as a family reality show. Like
We've seen what it
Does to
others
people?
being filmed.
Takes.
Yeah, does
What
people
it takes and does.
and how much it's like grasping for like finding new
Salacious
stuff to talk
content.
about.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll put him in and let's do this. Okay, we're gonna go film you guys at a family dinner. And
Yeah.
that just feels I shot like some things for a documentary type, and it was even that was like so much, okay, we're gonna have you walking on the street, and I'm like, oh,
yeah.
I have to do it again.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we have enough that people would watch. We're more like maybe documentary style, just
Yeah.
of us as a family. We have a beautiful family dynamic.
Mhm.
But as a reality show, we have nothing that's like I would not want. I think
would
they
you
show
tune
one
in?
guy in my documentary. I was like, only show the back of his head,
Yeah.
and better yet, blur him. Better yet, I don't want him to know anything.
Get him out of
Don't
there.
even show a
Yeah.
side profile or anything like that.
Yeah, so we
Yeah.
did shoot a whole docuseries of her with Hello Sunshine.
Did
Like
you?
it's out there, and we're like working on it, but like it was a lot.
Mhm.
Do you? So you must prefer doing your own content, having that creative control kind
Yeah.
of thing.
I mix on so all of my videos that I just make up myself and
Yeah.
I do it and I love that because I think it's very quick. But like for ads and certain other things, I love other people to just make it and do it for me.
Yeah.
But I
so
don't
you
ever
come
do-
up with all your own content that's
do.
not ads. That's
Yes.
amazing.
I think it's probably the same as you. It's just people. Some people you have like you had a mind for YouTube and a mind
Yeah.
for podcasting stuff like that. And I just have a mind for like the funny quips online. Oh, this is good. I'll just make a video on it. And like so many people, especially in sports, want to do the same thing I'm doing.
Yeah.
But they either don't have a mind for it. They're so afraid to be cringe.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah. What do you like? What's your philosophy around it? Like, how do you, when you go to make content, like, how do you think about it?
I go more relatability.
Yeah.
Like recently I just did a video that people loved of it starts off with me going, oh, you think you've gained weight. You think you've gained a few
Yeah.
pounds.
I love that video.
Right.
Yeah.
And people loved it because I knew that this is what I'm feeling it. I know other women are feeling it too.
Yeah.
And when you make it in that funny way, I mean, the girls were just like, oh my God, thank you for putting it in that sort of thoughts for me to watch online. So it's
Yeah.
a relatability.
And I think it also comes from having a lot of women around. Like you are around a team of women, you have us all the
Yeah.
time. And that, because we had talked about something similar to that. It's like, oh, look at us critiquing our bodies and we get to do all these cool things and
Yeah.
whatever. And like you have women supporting you. And then you take that and you go, you know what? There's other women out there that need to hear that
Yeah.
too. And you give it to them. I think
Yeah.
it's huge.
It's really powerful. It's very cool. And it's
Yeah.
cool to hear that it comes from you too.
Yeah, it's a lot of, I mean, I've said this before on here, but it's my teammate Kirsch always said, I say my jokes twice, once to my team, and then I'm like, I got a good laugh out of them. That was pretty good. And then maybe I'll say it to them, and if I get a laugh from here, I'm like, perfect. We're on to something.
Yeah,
and I'll make
yeah.
out for the world to see. But yeah, it was just always putting out content. I think probably the same as with your family. When I first started doing TikTok and everything, my teammates were like, what the heck are you doing? Like, why are you doing it? And then as it got serious and as it became a way for me to make money in a sport that doesn't pay, everyone was like, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's something that's really useful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the kind of crazy cool thing about social media is that you have all these people from all of these different areas of interest, not traditional like entertainers or performers kind of thing. Like you see it a lot with journalists now that are becoming like influencers in and of themselves just because they are reporting on the news, that it's so cool to see someone that is in a professional sport that's also able to show like you and your sisters as a family, like a full human being on social media, and allow people to be educated on a sport that I'm sure a lot of people didn't know about.
Yeah. It's a really powerful tool, same as you. Like, you almost want to put out more of yourself.
Yeah.
How have you, I guess, balanced that? Because as you put out more people follow. As you share more about your love life and whatnot, more people follow.
Yeah.
To it.
It's really interesting. Like, I think it went in waves of like in the early years, sort of showing some people that I was dating. And now I'm married to a content creator basically that I met through YouTube years and years ago. And so which is really nice because he understands, you know, what it is and the experience of it. But even when I got diagnosed with breast cancer, I kind of been really burnt out on content and was taking a break from it and just like didn't know what to make, just had like nothing to say. I was like, and felt like bad about that when really that's okay. Like when you start generating so much like content, there will come a time when you go, I got nothing else to say and maybe I should take a break. But at that point, it wasn't really common. Like it was, I think mental health around burnout was like sort of coming into more discussions. But then when I got diagnosed with breast cancer, I was like, I don't want to hide this. I don't want to feel like I'm keeping a secret from people. Like I'm really bad at that. So what if I just post about this? And then I started vlogging about it. And it was like the first time that I had done social media where I wasn't like looking for bits and jokes and punchlines. And instead was just like, here's honestly what's happening with me. Here's, I'm going to this mammogram. I'm getting this chemo. Like, here's my husband. But still trying to make it fun and silly and like clowny. And the response to that was similarly very overwhelming and very empowering, especially around like women's health, of people reaching out that had their own personal experiences or family members that had gone through it, provided me with a lot of information that I probably wouldn't have found on my own just because it's so overwhelming to do your own research, and really connected me with like a world of people that obviously I didn't know existed before. I had no connection to cancer at all before that. And so I found this like really new, invigorating relationship with social media of like, oh, it's okay to be kind of like heartfelt and earnest and sincere sometimes. You don't have to be like jokes all the time, even though like everything kind of has a bit of comedy to it. And so it's just like nice to learn that. Now I'm kind of back in a place where I'm trying to figure out how much of my personal life I want to share versus not. But I think that's kind of like an ongoing thing that you develop at phases of your life of like, this is what I want to share right now. Okay, now I don't want to share for a little bit. I feel like everyone's very different. I get worried about, in the early years, I had a lot more of like my family in videos, and then I got like really paranoid about like feeling like I was exploiting them. I'm just like, my brother used to make videos, and then he like went off of social media completely, and I was like, and he's living a beautiful life, like free of all social media, and loves it. And so I've kind of like tried to figure out how much of my personal life goes back into to things. But
it's just probably ebbs and flows.
Yeah, it ebbs and flows, and it felt really amazing during the breast cancer treatment to be able to share with a community that felt like you were doing good by sharing. It was like a place where everyone could get information and everyone could like share stories about their experiences, and so that part felt very like, sometimes these tools can be really rewarding.
Yeah, I feel like there's such a interesting thing with content being online and the validation you get and the clicks you get and whatever. Was that ever, did your brain be like, wow, this cancer thing's really good for my career?
That's like, I was like, I've had many, oh my God, I'm so neurotic. I had so many thoughts about like, are people going to think I'm exploiting breast cancer? Are people going to think I'm lying about having breast cancer? Like, what if my hair doesn't fall out and people are like, what happened? And so I had a lot of thoughts of like, what if people think that? But I have a really bad inner critic situation that I always have to kind of keep under control. And so I was just reminding myself that I knew where I was coming from.
Yeah.
Like I was coming from a place of like wanting to just share my experience. And if you didn't enjoy it, you don't have to like share in it. And I had a friend, Hank Green, who had gotten diagnosed like with cancer a few months before me. And I kind of sort of watched the way that he spoke to his audience about what he was going through. And it was just like really respectful and very transparent and honest. And it didn't feel exploitative. And so I think I tried to sort of draft off of what he did and just be honest with the audience. But there's always that concern that you're going to be criticized for needing attention in a certain way. Because that is the tricky business of social media, is that you get in your head of like, how much of this am I doing because I genuinely enjoy sharing, and how much am I doing this for validation for my own personal feelings? And I feel like that's still something that I get caught up in, that I have to like work out for myself from time to time.
Yeah, the work's never done.
Yeah.
I can't lie, my makeup routine has been in desperate need of a refresh. And honestly, Merit Beauty is kind of the best.
Merit really nailed making elevated products that are easy to use.
Which is so nice, because there's no reason that skincare and makeup should be complicated and time-consuming in 2026.
I'm a huge fan of Merit's Great Skin Serum. It's so easy to use, and it instantly hydrates and plumps for a fresh, dewy look. So yes, my skin looks flawless on no makeup days.
I just saw you using that yesterday.
You're correct.
I watched you bring that out. And you can't forget about the Flush Balm, which gives you that natural, healthy glow without overdoing it. Take one look at me.
Well, she can overdo it sometimes.
I love blush. Thank you, Merit.
The best part is all of Merit's products are clean, vegan, cruelty-free, and made with nourishing skincare ingredients that leave your skin looking better long after taking your makeup off.
Right now, Merit Beauty is offering our listeners their signature makeup bag with your first order at meritbeauty.com.
That's MERIT beauty.com to get your free signature makeup bag with your first order.
meritbeauty.com.
There's a moment every NFL fan lives for, when the whole team is locked in, when the play unfolds exactly as it was drawn up.
Every single person on that field showing up for each other at exactly the right time. You know that moment, everything coming together all at once. And the best part, nobody got there alone.
That's the feeling U.S. Bank Smartly Checking and Savings was built around, because your financial life shouldn't be a juggling act. It should work like a team.
Your checking and savings working in sync, tracking your spending, building your balance, and unlocking more rewards the more you use them together.
That's why U.S. Bank Smartly Checking and Savings are designed to do exactly that. Work together for you, so we can reward you more. Because the best teams are built to win together. That's the power of us.
Visit usbank.com today to learn more. Official bank sponsor of the NFL, member FDIC, 2026 U.S. Bank. And you said you and Elliot met on YouTube.
Yeah, we met doing YouTube like 10 years ago, but he was in a relationship, I was in a relationship, and so we were just like friends and kind of knew each other among everyone knowing each other at the time. And then about 7 years ago, we were both single and we started dating, and then we got married.
Rest is history.
Married in Vegas.
Married in Vegas.
Not a shotgun wedding. What do you call that?
Like we eloped. We fucked off to Vegas and we eloped.
Nice.
Yeah, it was great. We started planning like an actual wedding, and I started to panic because it's very weird. Like I like attention when I have control over like doing jokes, but when there's attention in that sort of form, even like birthday parties, I'm like, I don't really enjoy that type of attention. So then we just redirected, and we're like, we love Vegas. We had our basically like first like date sort of in Vegas, and so we'll do it there. And it was great. I loved it. It was so fun. It was awesome.
And the pictures are iconic.
Thank you.
We were just looking at them. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. Yeah. I
vibes.
feel like we did a good job. Our photographer did an amazing job. It was really cute.
Yeah.
We had funfetti cake.
Oh,
We played the ponies. It was perfect for us.
That's great.
Really loved it.
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah, thank
And
you.
you asked us if we would do reality TV. Would you? You had a stint where you did pivot to TV. But
I love reality TV. Mamrie and I both love reality TV. I watch all the Housewives. I love all that stuff. I don't think I would. I think, again, I'm a little bit of a control freak of like, I like making internet content because I have like the control over like how it comes together. But reality, it feels like you, have less control.
Yeah, and I hear contracts are getting worse and worse now.
Did you have a good time on Dancing with the Stars?
It was very fun. It was a lot of work, but really, really fun. I mean, you're full in, which I think is like all those reality shows. When you're on the reality shows, you have to be in it.
Yeah.
Like Traders, Love Island, you're there. So you're full on for those 10, 11 weeks.
Yeah.
But
intense.
Loved it. Would
Very
highly
cool.
recommend if you want to, dance. And do you have any dance background?
No.
Me neither. So.
I am bad at dancing.
Same.
I am not
People would
good
always
at
be
it.
like, why is Alona going so far? She can't even dance. The point of the show is to teach people to dance.
And I'm getting better.
If it was all about dance, they wouldn't have an 85-year-old guy on. You know what I mean? So I'm not that bad. They're like, the best. She's not the best dancer because another girl, Chandler, was so good at dancing. I was like, of course I'm not better than Chandler.
Yeah, that's what she
danced.
But then, like, Chandler would get hate comments to be like, and why are they having professional dancers on as stars?
Yeah,
so
you
there's no
cannot
way to
win.
win.
I know. The internet is like, people love just being critical of everything, even things they love.
That's why Love Island's every season before they gotta put out a, hey, let's be kind and love each other.
Do they? They have to put out notices, So they put out one recently that was like, as we get towards the villa, make sure that these are human beings that should be treated with respect. People's reaction to that was, oh, they ugly in there, huh? Like,
because that always works. Of a person about to eviscerate someone online, just getting a talking to.
On my runway, because I had a runway, the clip, and a lot of people weren't fucking with the outfit I had on, the suit. They said it wasn't flattering, and I was like, you know what? Heard, honestly. Hey, the one were like, you know what? I just don't think the suit's not very flattering on her. Terrible suit. She looks terrible. And I was like, there's one person, and I commented, you know what? I hear you. But at least you're talking about it. Yeah.
right.
So I was like, wow. Hey, that's not your tea. That's okay. Thank you for commenting that. The trolling.
Thank you for the engagement.
Thank you for the engagement.
Exactly.
I'm not going to disagree. Whatever you want to think, that's your thoughts. Put it out there, right?
Yeah, appreciate the honesty.
Grace, we're going to go into a game we call Try Hard.
Okay.
And you got to try hard to answer these questions as quickly as possible. You can also take your time.
Okay.
Yeah, feel free to
This
give an
is your
explanation.
game.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's a celebrity news story you're obsessed with?
Oh, when Shakira put that crazy witch on her balcony that overlooked her ex-partner's, like her mother-in-law's house. Did you hear this story? She was like going through a bad breakup, and I guess she lived near her. Yeah, she put this witch on her balcony so that it looked at her mother-in-law's house or her ex's mom's house. And it would like cast bad vibes on the woman's house. I was like, this is wild.
Is this with the ex that she found like her jam had been partially eaten in the fridge, and that's how she knew he was cheating?
It was that story.
Something with a P, right? His name is
PK?
Was he an athlete or something?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, good job.
Yeah, look at that witch just sitting.
That's so funny.
I was like, I kind of
He deserved it. Maybe not the mother-in-law, but maybe she also.
Yeah.
But I bet the mother lies.
And didn't she also recently, like, I think she had punched boars like a few months before this or something. I think she got attacked by like wild pigs somewhere.
Shakira!
Yeah. And I think tried to save her son and like got in the way of them or something. Yeah, she was attacked by wild boars.
In Barcelona.
Yeah.
They had that.
She's really been
They're worried about the tourists? Have they thought about the boars?
The wild boars attacking Shakira?
Yeah, I know. Shakira's really been through it.
She's going through it.
God.
And she's stronger for it.
Yeah.
They
Alona
do
and I breed.
We just watched Send Help. Have you seen that movie?
No.
Oh, there's
the Rachel McAdams.
There's a big boar scene in it. They're on a deserted island and they need food, and she sees boar prints, and so she goes hunting.
Yeah.
Graphic.
Ew, what?
Is it a horror film?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
It's supposedly like thrillery.
thrillery, I would
Okay.
say more.
Yeah.
More just kind of.
Yeah, boars are out there being crazy.
Yeah, we gotta watch
apparently.
out.
You gotta be
boars.
scared.
I don't think we're
And
talking
and
about boars
witches.
enough.
And they're destroying
mannequins.
all agriculture.
Yeah, and cursing
Right.
each other with witch mannequins.
Yeah.
I just thought that was amazing of her.
Let's get the witches on top of the boar problem.
Yeah.
Yes. For Shakira's
Facing a
sake.
boar den.
Unbelievable.
What is one tablescaping theme that you discarded and regret?
we might be discarding like a video game theme coming up. We have to see if we have time for it. We entered both table setting competitions. And so we don't know if classically we have waited to the last minute to do our tables. So we'll see if we have time to do all of them.
NSYNC or the Backstreet Boys?
Oh, I think the Backstreet Boys, I saw them in Vegas like 6 years ago.
Pre-Sphere?
Pre-Sphere.
Wow.
And it was like an incredible concert. Is that offensive?
No. That must have been a collection of millennials in one place.
It was, and I think that we all felt free and safe.
Yeah.
To really like act however
Just
we
be.
wanted to act.
Hell yeah.
And no one was going to judge anyone for it.
The land of your
But I have
people.
not seen NSYNC live, so it's hard to judge. I know that
Right.
they're great too. What is yours?
I have to say Backstreet Boys because it was the first CD I was ever given.
Yeah.
Like, there's a picture of me opening the Backstreet Boys. And it was when, you would buy CDs from, stores and it would be in that cardboard container.
Yeah.
That was you would slot it out and it's still in that. So
It's still in that?
Oh no, in the picture it was in that.
Oh,
And I'm
amazing.
like cheesing with it and I loved that. I love that album because it was my first ever CD in my little CD player.
Yeah.
So I say them.
I think I have to say Backstreet Boys.
I think we're all Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
That's what I listen to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Safe space.
This is gonna ruin the tour, guys.
It's going to ruin the world tour.
This is gonna ruin the tour.
Do you have a hear me out crush?
Like a weirdest crush.
A weird crush?
When I was younger,
Mhm.
my one of my first crushes was Billy Elliot.
Oh.
The Billy Elliot, the boy that dances.
Yeah.
movie.
Hey. The
that
boy
was
that
like my
dances.
first crush when I was in like middle school. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I was like, he's so passionate.
She's attracted to passion.
That's when you start to feel like the little thing. You're like, what's happening?
Yeah, exactly. I
What's
was
that
like,
feeling down there?
What's going on?
Did you ever see the Sandlot? Who was the boy in the Sandlot? When I was younger, I loved him.
Oh, the cute.
Oh, which one?
Sandlot.
Like the hot one.
Leader of the group. Yeah,
The
that.
hot
Yeah,
one.
The hot
that
one.
cover there. Yup. I love that kid when I was younger.
Oh, right.
He was cool. That's a good movie.
That is a
We should
really
rewatch
cute
that.
movie.
That's a feeling of
That one,
summertime
and
movie.
Now and Then has the same feeling to
Oh,
me.
yeah. Now and Then is one of my favorite
Now
movies.
and Then,
Love
the
Now and
duct tape
Then.
around her boobs was
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
I was like, we're all
Or
going to
the-
have to be doing
The
that.
putting into water balloons
Yes.
to make their boobs
Yes.
bigger.
Oh, I should
Iconic.
rewatch that.
Didn't we just watch it?
We
What were our thoughts
we were in
on it?
England.
What were our
You
thoughts
guys
on it?
watched it without me. I got
Sorry.
Girl. What were our thoughts on it when we watched it, Liv?
We thought it was.
There were some things we thought and we were like, oh,
I think now 'cause we were watching it through an adult woman's mind's eye.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what
There
we
was
thought.
some
'cause I just know
dramatic
I love
stuff.
it. Yeah,
They go
'cause
down
it's a
the
ghost
drain.
hunt.
yeah.
And
It's
then
a
the
ghost hunt.
ghost.
Right.
Yeah. A lot happens in that movie. actually.
It
Yeah, because
really
it's like their
does.
last summer together, and then they're all going on to different places.
And they
Is
have to
that
get the tree house.
Because
Yeah.
somebody's moving, but then it's
Yeah.
also adult them, and Rosie O'Donnell's there. What's her name?
Yeah.
Right.
And yeah, the whole thing.
And Demi Moore is in that.
Is she?
Yeah, it's packed.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
It's-
Christina
Christina
Ricci's in it
Ricci?
too.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's packed.
Have you ever stolen anything?
Gum.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
When? Yesterday?
When I
And the
was
cops
like,
are here.
no, when I
Bring her in, boys.
Get her
I
ass.
stole Bubblicious gum from the grocery store when I was like 6 or 7, and my brother found it in my pocket when I got home, and I was so scared of like going to jail. Yeah.
No, you're going
Because
to
that's
jail.
what I was taught.
Did he tell on you?
No, he was just like, "Where'd this come from?" And I said, "My friend gave it to me." And then he was just like confused enough that he let it go. He took a piece of it, but I was like,
Yeah, right.
Okay.
The friend is the demon.
You gotta pay the mafia a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's head on into the Book Nook. This is the part of the show where we discuss what's happening on Book Talk, adaptation news, or what's in our Goodreads.
Yep.
Book Nook is presented by JBL. Liv, what audiobooks are you listening to lately on JBL's newest noise-canceling headphones, the JBL Lives?
Thank you so much for asking. Because it's almost summertime, I love listening to an Ellen Hildebrand book. She's like the woman who lives in Nantucket, and like, have I talked about it on here?
You've told me about her, but
I told you about it. Where like she lives in Nantucket and she just kind of writes these one of those kinds of books that have so many characters and you're hearing from all of their perspectives at all once and they're all winding together. You feel in on the drama. Like, especially when you're listening to the audiobooks of hers. So like the last one I loved was The 5-Star Weekend, which I think is being made into a movie right now. And then I'm going to read Swan Song next. And you feel like you're a part of the drama. You're listening. I'm like, tell me what happened next. These are fake people. These are not real people. So that's going to be my next summer read. Is going to be Swan Song by her. But I've also been listening to Allison Stoner's memoir.
Love her.
What have you? Have you read this book?
I've seen clips of her like Dear Hollywood podcast that she was doing, and I've had her on my podcast years ago. She's awesome, but has been through some.
She has been through some shit. Did she go on Not Too Deep?
Yeah, years ago.
There you go.
In terms of the industry.
Yes, she was a child actor, working child actor, in the Disney and Nickelodeon machines, herself. So that's been really interesting, and she reads it too. So it's been really interesting listening to that. Have you had a book that's made a big impact on you?
A book that's made a big impact. Well, I'm. This sounds crazy, but I started reading 1984 in an Airbnb because it was just on a shelf by George Orwell, which is like what we're supposed to read in high school.
Yeah.
And I never read in high school because I wasn't great at reading, and I just started reading it, and I was like, this is really interesting.
Really?
Yeah, so I ordered it, and now I'm reading that. And then I'm also reading Cosmos and Psyche by Richard Tarnas, which is a book about how the shifting cosmos has affected our psyche. Yeah, I studied depth psychology as a graduate program a few years ago. Yeah, he was like a really renowned professor kind of in that space and in like astrology. And my husband was telling me to read this book. It's a bit out there. It's taken me, I'm going very slow. It's taken me a long time, but like, this is not what I normally read.
Okay.
It's like,
what are you normally reading?
I normally read like Remarkably Bright Creatures.
Right.
Watched that?
We watched that.
I haven't seen it. Is it good?
It's cute. It's really cute. Yeah.
Heaving at the end of it.
Were you?
Whoa.
We were all, were you crying? We were crying.
Yeah,
we were crying.
I read the book. Yeah, the book was really, very sweet.
People love that book. I feel like I see that cover everywhere.
Yeah.
And she's so funny. She kind of clocked what was going to be a bit of the twist towards the end. I go, no! We all were like crying, like, oh my gosh.
I just finished Lena Dunham's Famesick.
How was that?
It was good. It took me a minute. She really gets deep. It all felt so authentic and vulnerable and real. Like, I think in this book, she was like, this isn't lying. This is just what happened. Here's the facts of what happened. Really, really good.
Cool.
She's been through a lot, I think, interesting. Like, I didn't watch Girls. Did you watch Girls?
No, that's one of those shows that I want to go back and watch now as an adult. Yeah.
And it holds up.
It does?
I've gone back now and watched it because I never watched it when it was happening, and it's enjoyable. It's definitely of that time, but it's enjoyable.
Yes, I would watch Girls and then read her memoir because a lot of it feeds into that. But it was an interesting read. I think she talked about it, and we were talking about it even the other day of like famesick. As you get more famous and as you almost rely on so much more people, and you kind of forget to do some things. Like who's booking this hotel? I don't even know what name it's under because I didn't book it. So it was definitely an interesting, this chasing of fame and how it can really.
And you physically read it, or you listened?
I physically read it. On my Kindle. Sorry, this is my Kindle. I physically read it on my Kindle.
That's like the new kids when it's like, make a phone call.
Yeah.
Is that what they do?
Yeah, kids go like this.
They
now.
don't go like this.
They don't do this.
Oh,
wow. They're used to iPhone.
Wow.
Yeah, picking up the handheld phone. That's crazy.
In your book, Grace's Guide that I was just reading, you used to love an eyeliner.
Yeah, I did.
Where did that, girl?
Yeah, that's the millennial in me. The winged eyeliners.
She's recently stopped it too.
Yeah,
you recently stopped?
This is eyeshadow that I kind of like.
Looks great.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, but it's hard to. It's hard.
Put that down.
It's hard. And I still don't. Anytime I have like a thing I need to look decent for, like even live shows, it was just like, this is the only thing I know how to do.
Yeah, right.
This is the only thing I know how to do to make me look like I've done something.
Right.
That's her as well, though.
Yeah. I used
like,
to
do not tell her to put her hair up. She cannot.
I'm being dragged for filth this episode, you guys. What the hell? I can't put my hair up.
For the shoot yesterday, like she's wearing this pretty dress and stuff, and her hair was just down, like fresh out of the shower, and I was like, put a curl on that.
How would you put a curl on that, sweetie?
And it is also one of those things where I'm just like, I'm so aware that as women that we shouldn't need to do that.
Yeah.
And it's kind of an act of resistance not to if we want to get like there.
Yeah.
But I was like, put a curl in it.
Yeah, she was like, respectfully, go ahead and put a curl in that. And I like threw a temper tantrum, and then throughout the day I was like, I look so good. Oh, Joanna, thank you so much. I look so good.
I got to set and both makeup artists just like came to me.
The makeup artists were on you, dude. We had to do our own hair and makeup. They were there for touch-ups, and they like did a whole new
They
thing
were
on
pulling
us.
me to the side, and she put like a loose curl in my hair, and they were fixing my like bronzer and blush, and I was like, I don't think I look that bad.
Yeah,
They're like, please let us help
too
you.
freaking funny.
Crazy.
Did you make audiobooks out of your books, or did you?
Yeah, and that is quite a task.
Yeah.
It was like-
You read them?
Yeah, reading them
Oh my
yourself
gosh.
for like a few days straight, just in a room with a stranger that's recording you and
Yeah.
trying to pronounce every word normal, but
Right.
then going in your head, you'll spin out wondering like, is this how you pronounce of? How do we say of? Are we saying of?
Why were we saying of now?
Yeah.
Of?
Yeah, it's crazy.
If you had to have a celebrity go and reread them, who would you want?
That's a great question. Who would I want? I would probably want like Jeff Goldblum or something.
Yes.
Like, I feel like, yeah, he would improvise a little bit.
Yeah.
Add a little of you in there, Jeff.
A little
See what
soy
happens
sauce.
there.
Make it yours, Jeff. Whatever.
And then it's about your breasts too. He's talking about your breasts. I could feel something in my breast as I cupped it.
I think that'd be really entertaining to listen to.
Yeah, you would say it in a good way. Sorry, back to what you were saying. You liked what kind of psychology? Or
Depth psychology.
Depth psych? What is that?
DPTH. So there's like, you've heard of like Freud and Jung. Like they're the two fathers of like psychology.
Okay.
It's so weird to explain because I don't even feel like I know enough about it. But depth psychology is like C.G. Jung kind of followed that path, and it's all about like the unconscious mind, that we have all of these like unconscious feelings that are tied to our psyche, and like when we repress things, like it still exists in our like unconscious mind. And yeah, it's very, but I did a program that was called Depth Psychology and Creativity. So it was really about like tapping into your own creativity by, you know, exploring your own psyche and your unconscious mind. I know it sounds very like very woo-woo-y.
But book
it was-
smart, the artist's way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit like that. Like my husband and I both in 2020 when the pandemic hit, we both decided to go back to school, and his therapist at the time had recommended this place called Pacifica Graduate Institute that had all these different degrees, and I took one and he took one, and he actually just got his PhD like 2 weekends ago.
Oh my gosh, congratulations.
So he's been studying for like the last 6 years.
I wasn't going to drink tonight, but he got his PhD 2 weeks ago. So that's awesome. That's really
you so
great to hear.
Yeah, it sounds crazy. But yeah, it's been very cool.
Those feel like heavy books. Are you listening or reading physically?
I'm listening.
Listening.
Yes.
Yep,
We're
that's
listening.
me. With like the big books out there, the New York Times bestsellers, I'm listening.
Yeah.
And then I'm reading my fairy smut on my Kindle.
All right.
You know what I mean? That's me.
It's a real
That's
physical
what the
activity.
physical book is for.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cracking open a cold one, you know what I'm saying? With my fairy
You gotta
smut.
bend those pages
Better
back.
bend those pages back.
Break the spot.
What? Hey! No.
It was just right there. It was right there.
All right.
And you too can listen on JBL.
Grace, you are now a part of the family, which means you've got to help out around this house, okay? You're gonna choose a chore, and we're gonna give you a corresponding challenge. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, you are gonna choose between laundry, dishes, vacuuming, or sweeping.
Vacuuming.
Read the last note in your notes app.
I was I was writing a note about describing all the different types of men that are ruining the world right now, and like categorizing them based on their bodies, since they categorize women. And so there's a group called the glutton fucks, which are just the big bloated wobbly boys, like Donald Trump himself.
Right.
And then there's the tiny pinchies, which are like the Stephen Millers and the Greg Bovinos, who are just like tiny angry men that look like they'd pinch you when they were kids growing up.
Of course.
Yeah. And then there's the misshapen meat squares, which are like the Pete Hegseth and Elon Musk bodies that just look like Amazon boxes that got dropped in the rain. Yeah, it's a note that's a work in progress.
I love it.
You got some real gas right there.
That's some heat.
I mean, look out for a piece of content coming to you soon.
Yeah. And you two can figure out what body you have. If you
If you're a boy and you don't know what kind of body you have, let me tell you.
Or what your issues are, she's got you.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right, give us one more.
One more note?
No, laundry, dishes, or sweeping.
Dishes.
Choose a sister. Let her reveal a random photo on your phone.
Oh!
It's okay.
Okay. All right, I'm going Livy.
Here we go.
But I might regret this. Also, sorry, my phone is
keep
nonstop
wiping it off.
disgusting.
See, and I feel like another mark of a millennial too is our pop sockets.
Well,
Yeah.
I can't live without this thing.
I love my thing.
you will. Here you
I think
go.
it's a pop
Somebody
socket
handed
wallet.
my phone to me without my pop wallet on it, and I was like, I can't hold that.
pop socket, and then I put a little
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna
cover over
zoom
my
out.
camera.
I'm zooming out. I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna go like this.
I hope
I'm gonna
it's
go like
okay.
this. I'm excited. I'm gonna go
This
like
is
this. I'm
such
gonna
a
go like
trust
this.
exercise.
I'm gonna go like this. And we're gonna just touch. We're gonna touch. Oh my goodness!
Oh, that's my dog that died. She died well over a year ago.
Olivia.
We have another dog. It's okay.
It's a beautiful
but
memorial
that's
to her.
Goose.
Goose got
Gone but not forgotten.
Gone but
Gone
not
but not
forgotten.
forgotten. Goose
She
made it on the
was,
show.
She was an absolute diva, a total bitch, and I loved her.
Yeah. Remember Goose. Can we put beautiful music and like doves flying on the screen? Remember Goose? Oh my gosh. Well,
What a
thank
sweet
you
lady.
so much for coming over to the House of Mar today.
Thank you for
Grace.
having me.
Oh my God.
I really
what a
appreciate
pleasure.
it. I learned so much.
Yeah. Did you?
I did.
It's educational.
I really learned a lot. I learned books.
Us and NPR, really.
Yeah, truly.
Yeah.
Is this on PBS? What is
PBS,
this?
NPR, everything's made possible by viewers like you. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
Follow Grace on IG and TikTok at Grace Helbig and YouTube, and tune in to her pod with our sister Memory Hart. This might get weird. We will see you next week.
Goodbye.
Oh. Goodbye.
Thanks so much for coming over to the House of Mar, a Wave original.
Be sure to watch, subscribe on YouTube, and listen wherever you get your podcast.
Plus, follow the show on social media at House of Mar for clips and behind-the-scenes content. Bye,
Thanks,
y'all.
Grace.
Bye. Miss you already.
Goodbye.